So hey guys, in this video we are going to take what? A problem based on eigenvalue and eigenvector. Okay, very simple problem. So this is 3 cross 3. As we know, 3 rows and 3 columns will be there. Now here we'll be using with calculator and without the calculator how to solve the question. Both the cases will be discussed. Okay. So what is the first step we have to see? We have to go for the eigenvalue first. Eigenvalue, how to find out? Before eigenvalue, we need to find the characteristic equation. After finding characteristic equation, then we can find eigenvalue. After finding eigenvalue, we can find eigenvector. This is the procedure. Let us start with the characteristic equation. Characteristic equation can be found using two methods. The first, the traditional method we are having, the determinant of a minus lambda I is equal to 0. That means a is the matrix given in the question, lambda is the eigenvalue, I is the identity matrix. It will depend on the order of the question. That means the A matrix. If it is 3 cross 3, identity matrix also 3 cross 3. Then, second method is quite simple. That is one formula we have to use. Lambda cube minus S1 lambda square plus S2 lambda minus S3 is equal to 0. This is the formula. Now how to remember? Quite simple. Here minus sign. So starting with plus, then minus, then plus, then minus. Let us discuss S1. So we have sum of main diagonal elements. About S2, it is the sum of minor of diagonal elements. Now S3, the last one, it is the determinant of. So first method states that we have to go with A minus lambda I equal to 0. Now as we have discussed, A is nothing but this matrix itself, and minus lambda I we have to do. So simple thing, A will write first. Minus lambda, then I matrix we have to write, that is nothing but 1 0 0, 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. Okay, equal to what? 0. Okay, I am just writing the matrix form first. I will teach you how to write directly also. First you have to understand what is the meaning of A. So this part is A, right? Then minus lambda is sitting, then I matrix is there, right? Which is the order same, 3 cross 3 here also 3 cross 3. Okay, now how to do the subtraction? So the lambda will go inside and get multiplied. So this particular thing, it will get, when it gets multiplied, each element we have to multiply. Multiplication of 0, it will be again 0, but 1 we have to change it into what? Lambda. Okay, so change it into lambda. So remove this lambda thing. Just subtract the corresponding elements. So what will happen? 8 minus lambda minus 6, 2 minus 6, 7 minus lambda minus 4, then 2 minus 4, 3 minus lambda equal to what? 0. Simple thing we have done. Now we have to find the determinant. So for that purpose, I'll just remove the matrix sign, right? Then let us find out the determinant. Okay. So what will happen over here? How to find the determinant? Very simple concept. So the first element we are going to take. So I'm going to take the determinant first row wise. Okay, first row I am taking. Any row and column as you have studied in before classes also, you might have studied that. So first row I am taking. So first element in that, 8 minus lambda multiplied with what? Leave this row and column. Okay, because 8 minus lambda is sitting in first row first row. So leave this column row. What is left out? This particular thing. So we have to take the determinant of that. So what is that? Multiplication of these two. So it is 7 minus lambda into 3 minus lambda. Then we have to multiply minus 4 into minus 4, right? So minus of minus 4 into minus 4. I hope you understood why this minus is there. Determinant while taking. So it will be minus of that thing, right? So this is done. Then next element I am going to take, that is the minus 6. When you take the second element, as we have studied, minus sign first you have to put, then you have to take the element, so minus 6. Then leave this row and column. So what is left out? This particular part and this particular part, right? So that we have to multiply. So minus 6 into 3 minus lambda minus 2 into minus 4. The last element, that is 2, leave this row and column. So 2 I have to take, so it will be plus 2 itself. What is left out? This particular part is left out, so multiplication of that. Minus 6 into minus 4 we have to multiply. Minus 2 into 7 minus lambda. This is equated to 0. This is the simplification. Now we have to go for the simplification. So multiplication of all this will give you the answer. This was the first method we used and found out the what? The characteristic equation. Let us go for the second method and let us see whether we are getting the same answer or not. So second method we are having, so we have to go with what? Lambda cube minus s1 lambda square plus s2 lambda minus s3 is equal to what? 0. Where s1 we discussed, it is the sum of main diagonal elements. So let us first find out s1, which is equal to sum of main diagonal elements. So we know that sum of the main diagonal elements will be 8 plus 7 plus 3, which is equal to what? 18. Okay, so this is s1 part. Next, s2 is the minor sum of minor of diagonal elements. Okay, so for that purpose I'll write s2 part here. Okay, so how to find the minor of diagonal elements? We have to find, be careful, diagonal elements. So first diagonal element I'll take 8. Minor we have to find, that means leave this row and column wherever 8 is sitting. First row, first column. Whatever the left out part is there, that we have to take the determinant. Okay, so that will be determinant of 7 minus 4 minus 4 and 3. Sum we have to do plus. Second diagonal element you take, leave this column and row. What is left out? 8, 2, 2, 3. Write and form a determinant. 8, 2, 2, 3. Plus. Take the third diagonal element. Leave this row and column. What is left out? Take the determinant of that. 8 minus 6 minus 6 and 7. Okay, so what will be the answer? Let us find out. So how to take the determinant? I hope you know 2 cross 2. So 7 into 3, right? 7 into 3 is what? 21. 21. Then minus of 4, minus 4 into minus 4 is minus 16 plus 8 3s are how much? 8 3s are 24. Then minus of 2 into 2 is 4, minus 4. Then plus 8 7s are 56. Minus of minus 6 into minus 6 36, so it will be minus 36. Okay, how much we are getting? 5 plus 20 plus 20, right? It is equal to 45. Okay, we got 45. This is S2. Let us go for S3 now. S3 we have to find the determinant of A, right? So how to take the determinant? Very simple concept. So I am going to expand the first row. You can take any row, column, anything is fine. I usually go with first row. So take the element of first row, first element 8. So write over here 8 multiplied with the determinant of, leave this row and column. What is left out? this particular determinant we have to take. Okay, so it will be 7 into 3 minus of minus 4 into minus 3. So it will be 7 into 3 minus of minus 4 into minus 4. Second element, when you are writing, always you have to put what? Minus sign, then you have to write. So second element is minus 6. Leave this row and column. What is left out? This particular part and this particular part. So minus 6 I will write here. Then minus 6 into 3 minus of 2 into minus 4. Plus last element is 2. 2 multiplied with, leave this row and column. What is left out? Minus 6 into 4 minus 4 and minus of 2 into 7. So we got S3 value as what? 0. Now we have to substitute all the values S2, S1 in the equation. Okay, S3 anyways it is 0, S1 and S2 will substitute. So what happens? Directly we will write over here. Lambda square, lambda cube minus S1 is sitting, right? So 18, so it will become minus 18 lambda square plus S2 value is there. S2 value we got it as plus 45. So it will be plus 45 lambda minus 0, no need to write, equate it to 0. If you see this particular equation and this equation, we have, if you see both the equation, you understood what? That both the equation are exactly same. So this can be applied, both the methods can be applied to find the characteristic equation. Next step, we'll go for second step. We have to find the lambda values. There will be 3 lambda values since it is cubic equation. So this can be found out using various ways. First thing is that calculator can be applied. Yes, you can use the calculator if it is allowed. Second method is to go by synthetic division. Third method is the simplification. So we can do many methods. So here I'll apply simplification method. Let us try to understand. Okay. Without using the calculator, we'll do first. So here lambda can be taken outside. So what is left out? Lambda square minus 18 lambda plus 45 equal to 0. This is a simplification method. Okay, we are just simplifying this. So here this is the form of quadratic equation. Here we can apply the splitting up middle term, right? So a minus 18 lambda has to be split up into two parts. How do we have to split up? Let us see. Here 45 is sitting. Coefficient of lambda square is 1. So 1 into 45 is how much? 45. So while multiplying two numbers, I should get 45. While adding two numbers, I should get minus 18, middle term. Okay. So while adding, you should get minus 18, and while multiplying, plus 45. Take the factors of 45. 9 5s are 45, 15 3s are 45, and so on. Right. So 15 and 3 can be taken so that you can get the value as minus 18. Okay. So here I will take minus 15 lambda and minus 3 lambda. Why we are taking minus and minus? Because when you add minus 15 and minus 3, I'll get minus 80. When you multiply minus 15 into minus 3, I'll get plus 45. Okay. So this can be rewritten as lambda outside, lambda square minus 15 lambda minus 3 lambda plus 45 equal to 0. Now grouping, take common, lambda common. What is left out? Lambda minus 15 minus, not minus. Here again you have to take lambda minus 15 as same thing common. What is left out then? Minus 3. Lambda minus 15, lambda minus 15 common. So it will be lambda minus 15 common. What is left out? Lambda minus 3 is left out. Okay. Equate to 0. Now here equated to 0 in the sense here multiplication factors 2, 3 multiplication factors are there. So this can be rewritten as lambda value can be equal to 0. Then lambda minus 15 value can be equal to 0. Then lambda minus 3 value equal to 0. So three things are possible. So lambda value equal to 0, one value you got. Here lambda value is equal to plus 15 you got. Here lambda value is equal to plus 3. So three lambda values you got. That means three eigenvalues we have got using this simplification method. This I am using. Name it as the first method. Let us go for one more method and learn how to do it. Suppose what if you are not getting the idea of taking lambda outside? Then what are you going? We are going to apply the synthetic division method. Okay. In the second method, we are going to apply the synthetic division method. You might have heard this. Now how to see that? Here lambda cube cubic function is there. Okay. So write it in this form. So I'll show you how to write. So make like this. Coefficient of lambda cube, first I'll write 1. Next lambda square, the lower one, minus 18. Then sorry, here lambda is there. 45. Then no need to write 0, anyways it is there. So this is nothing but lambda cube value, then lambda square value, then lambda, that's all. Okay. Now here I have to put some number so that it will become a complete solution, or it is one of the root of this equation. Okay. How to find that? You have to use the inspection method to find out the value. So in place of lambda you have to substitute minus 1 plus 1, minus 2 plus 2, minus 3 plus 3, and so on. Okay. So when you substitute these values in the place of lambda, if you are getting the answer as 0, then you can get to know that it is one of the root or one of the lambda values. Okay. So when you substitute minus 1 and 1 here, you won't be getting. When I substitute what? 3, lambda equal to 3, let us see what happens. So what will happen? 3 cube, right? Minus 18, 3 square plus 45 into 3. Okay. Don't put equal to 0 because we have to see whether it is equal to 0 or not. So 27 minus 18 into 9 plus 45 into 3 is 135. 27 minus 162, 9 is 1, okay, correct, 162 plus 135. 27 plus 135 is how much? 162 minus 162 is 0. Simple. So we got the value as what? 0. Now you will be asking me how I got lambda is equal to 3 directly, because I have done this problem before also. Okay. So it depends on how much you practice the problems. When you practice many problems, you will get an idea which value is suitable. So start with 1 plus 1 minus 2 plus 2 minus 3 plus 3. Okay. Like that, so on you have to do. You will arrive at one value. Then we have to keep that value over here. So 3 I got one of the root. So I'm going to keep that 3 over here. Okay. Next. Here below 1 always put 0. It is always 0. Any problem it is 0. Add these two. 1 plus 0 is what? 1. Multiply 3 with 1. Write it over next number below. So it is 3. Add these two. Minus 18 plus 3 is what? Minus 15. Then multiply 3 into minus 15. Right below the next number. It is minus 45. Add both. How much are you getting? 0. That means this particular thing, it should be 0, because whenever you are putting the value and seeing, the other method is that, see, the thing is that if you are not able to do minus 1 plus 1 substitution, what you have to do, you put it over here value and see whether the last value below number you are getting 0 or not. If you are getting 0, this is one of the root. If we are not getting 0, then it is not the root. Here 3 already we got to know because we substituted first here. We got it as 0 in the equation. Then we put it over here. It will be 0 itself. Simple logic. So why we are doing it? The thing is that we have to get the other two eigenvalues. We have got only one eigenvalue, which is 3. Next eigenvalue how to get? We have to focus on the below numbers, these two numbers. Okay. 1 is there, minus 15 is there. Now, this was lambda cube and lambda square values. We started with lambda cube, highest power is lambda cube. Now we have to decrease one power and put the coefficient over here. So decrease one power, lambda square. Again decrease lambda. So it will become 1 lambda square minus 15 lambda is equal to 0. Simple. This is what you have to do. Okay. So decrease the power whatever. If it is lambda cube, lambda power 4 you are applying, then this will be the coefficient. 1 will be coefficient of lambda cube. Here it was lambda cube. Decrease one power. It will be lambda square coefficient. Now we can simplify. Take lambda common. So it will be lambda minus 15 equal to 0. Again multiplication factor. Lambda is equal to 0 and lambda minus 15 is equal to 0. From this lambda is equal to plus 15. So two values we got. One already is there. So I can write lambda value is how much? 3, 15 and 0. Okay. So this is the synthetic division method. Okay. You can practice many problems on synthetic division so that you can apply whenever you're getting QB function. Okay. More than QB function or not. Otherwise, best method is that use calculator. Let us go for the step number 3. Now, as we know, step number 3, what we have to understand here, after getting the lambda values, which we got it as 0, 3 and plus 15, plus now need to mention 0, 3 and 15. Next, for each corresponding eigenvalue, we have to find the corresponding eigenvector. So, what is the procedure of that? So, main thing is that here, we have to form A minus lambda I into X matrix, which is the eigenvector matrix, equal to 0. This is the procedure to find out the eigenvalue vectors, corresponding vectors. So here let us start with eigenvalue, first value 0. Okay. So we have to first bring A minus lambda I. We have already studied A minus lambda I. We have seen that. Let me just put over here. So this particular function we know this is A minus lambda I equal to 0. We found out. Only thing is that you have to just take this particular thing. Okay. Multiply with the X matrix. Now what is X matrix? It is basically the eigenvector matrix. That should be of the form what? 3 variables should be there. I will take it as X, Y and Z. It should be a column matrix. Okay, remember that column matrix. This is 3 cross 3 matrix. This will be 3 rows and 1 column. Equal to 0 matrix. Again the same thing. 3 rows and 1 column. Okay. Now for lambda is equal to 0 means what? In place of lambda we have to substitute 0. Then only it is fine. So it will become 8 minus lambda, 8 minus 0 is 8 itself. So same thing it will become. That means it will be directly the A matrix itself. Now from this matrix we have to form 3 equations. This is 3 cross 3, 3 eigenvalues. So everything 3. So 3 equations will be formed here. Okay. First row into column equal to 0. Second row into column equal to 0. Third row into column equal to 0. 3 equations. After finding out these 3 equations, so let me just name it as what? 1, 2 and 3 equations. Okay. These 3 equations, this is corresponding to what? Lambda value equal to 0. From these 3 equations, we have to get the value of x and x, y, z so that you can substitute here and get the value of eigenvector. Which 2 equations should be taken to solve the equation? That is a question now. You can take any 2 equations. It's up to you. So let me just take 1 and 2. So we are going to find out 1 and 2. We are going to apply which method? Cross multiplication method. You write here x, y and z. Okay. So I am taking first and second equation. So whatever the coefficient of x, y is then just write corresponding that below this. So it is 8 minus 6 and 2. First equation. Second equation also you write 6, 7 and minus 4. Done. After this, write x divided by equal to y divided by equal to z divided by. This is cross multiplication method. And one more thing, some of the textbook may use here minus sign. So I'll tell you why am I not using minus sign, because this is quite simple method. Okay, without using the minus sign is quite simple. See what happens. Below x, leave this value of x. Cancel this out, x value. What is left out then? This particular thing, y below y, whatever values are there, just find the determinant of that. So I'm going to write, leave whatever is below x, eliminate. So minus 6, 7, 2, minus 4. One more thing, you cannot interchange this particular thing. You cannot write first 2 minus 4. So what you have to understand here, eliminate this x below thing and see on the right side only. Start with the right side. See onto the right side what is there. Minus 6 and 7. Write first minus 6 and 7. Then you write 2 minus 4, 2 minus. Done. Next, coming to y value. As I said, same thing. Eliminate this y value. Now you have to see on the right side. Right side who is sitting? 2 minus 4. Write that first. Determinant of 2 minus 4. Then what is left out? On the right side again no one is there. So I have to come back again to the x value. Because y I cannot write. It is eliminated. So x value is there, that you write. 8 and 6. Then coming to z value. Eliminate this z. See on the right side, not on the left. Right side who is there? No one is there. So coming back again, it is again the x thing. So it is 8, 6 and minus 6, 7. If you are getting doubt on this, whether it is correct or not, what you have to see? You have to just see both this one will be same. If you observe, this one will be same, and the last two values will be in this pattern. Okay. Now, if you are using minus sign, then what happens? You cannot follow the So why textbook used the minus sign over here? That will tell you. Okay. So what happens? Take the y value again. Y value. Okay. So I eliminated y value. If you are taking minus sign beside y, then you have to write 8, 6 and 2 minus 4. They are following left to right combination. They are not seeing just the right side. They are following left to right combination. So it will just interchange. But I prefer this way because it will be easy for you. You can directly see this and this are same, this and this are same, and last two are same. Directly you can get to know and write the answer. Okay. So I prefer this method, or you can go by that method also. Anything is fine. Okay. Proceeding further. So determinant we have to find. So x divided by for determinant, as we know, just multiplication of minus 6 into minus 4. It is 24. Then minus 7 into 2 is what? 40. Equal to y value. Then 2 into 6 is what? 12. Minus 4 into 8 is minus 32. So again one more minus is there. It will become plus 32. Equal to z divided by 8 sevens are 56 minus 6 into 6 is 36. One more minus is there. So it will become, okay, here minus sign is there. Sorry, my mistake here. Minus sign is there. Okay. So it will become minus of minus, it will become minus 36. Okay. So here also slight mistake. Here minus sign should come. 8 by this part I made a mistake. Okay, here minus sign is there. It will become minus 12. Okay, then it's fine. So x divided by 10, y divided by 20 plus 20, and z divided by again 20. Okay. Now you can cancel this with the 10. You can cancel it out. 10 ones are 10 twos are 2s are. So what is left out? The answer will be x by 1 equal to y by 2 is equal to z by 2. As we have studied before also, whatever is below x by z, that will become the eigenvector directly. So x by z, the values will be 1, 2, 2. This will be the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 0. So I am going to take next lambda value is equal to what? 3. So 0 is done. Now we are going with 3. So it will become, so 8 minus 3, it is 5, minus 6, 2, minus 6. 7 minus 3 is 4, minus 4, 2, minus 4. 3 minus 3 is 0. So you can write it as 0 into x, y, z equal to 0, 0, 0. Now we have to form the equations, 3 equations as we have done for the previous thing also. So first row into this column equal to 0. Second row into this column equal to 0. Third row into this column equal to 0. 3 equations will be formed. So for solving these 3 equations, we can go with what cross multiplication method. Okay. So here we can take any 2 equations and solve the equations. Yeah. We have to take only 2 equations and solve it. So let me just name it as 4, 5 and 6 equations. Okay. So you can take any 2. Okay. So 0 is sitting. So I can take with 4 and 6. Any 2 equations you can take, you will be getting same answer. Okay. So I'll take 4 and 6. You can try with 5 and 6 also. Anything is fine. So 4 and 6 I am taking here. So what you have to do, simple thing, x, y, z. Below x, y, z, write the coefficients of these 2 equations. So starting with fifth equation or fourth equation, 5 minus 6, 2. Sixth equation we are having 2 minus 4 and 0. Now write it in this form, x divided by equal to y divided by equal to z divided by. Okay. Below x what will come? The very important step, eliminate this x value. Okay, just eliminate this x value, don't see this x value, just see on the right side who is sitting. So 2 people are sitting, y and z, write in determinant form, minus 6 minus 4, 2 and 0. Next, y value, again eliminate y value, see on the right side 2, 0 and x below 5 and 2. Next, z value out right. So what will happen? Eliminate this z value. See on the right side. So you will come back to x value. So 5, 2, minus 6 and minus 4. So that means what? It is a pattern like of thing. Okay. Without that also you can write it. 2, 0, 2, 0. 2, 0 will come. 5 and 5, 2, 5, 2 will come. And this 2 also will be matching. Okay. This is the way to write. Now we have to find the answer for this. So x divided by determinant. So minus 6 into 0, 0. Minus 4 into 2 is what? Minus 8. Minus of minus 8 is plus 8. Is equal to y divided by 2 into 2 is 4. Is 2 to the 4. Then equal to z divided by 5 minus 20. Minus 20. Then it will become plus 12, right? Minus 20 plus 12 is minus 8. Then 4 ones are 4 twos are. Here also 2 minus 2 will become. So x divided by 2, y divided by 1 and z divided by minus 2. So what will be the eigenvector? X, y, z. It is equal to whatever is below x, y and z. Let's write it over here. 2, 1, minus 2. This will be the eigenvector corresponding to lambda value equal to 3. So we are going to find out the lambda value 15 value of eigenvector. So 15 will start with that. So 15 for that lambda value we have to put it as 15. So it will become 8 minus 15 is how much? It is minus 7. Minus 6 as it is. 2 minus 6. 7 minus 8 is what? 7 minus 15 is minus 8. Minus 4. 2 minus 4. 3 minus 15 is minus 12. And here it will be x, y, z equal to 0, 0, 0. Now we have to form 3 equations as we have discussed before also. Okay. So how to form the equation? First row into this column equal to 0, right? So like that we have to form. So this I'll name it as what? 4, 5, 6 is done. I'll name it as 7, 8 and 9 equations. Okay. So you can take any 2 equations to solve by using what? Cross multiplication. So I'll prefer the first two equation we'll take, that means 7 and 8, using the cross multiplication method. So what it says, write first x, y and z. Okay. Below x, what will happen? Just write the coefficients. Minus 7, minus 6, 2, minus 6, minus 8. This is the 8th equation, and minus 4. Done. Now you write x divided by equal to y divided by equal to z divided by. Okay. So below x divided, what will happen? See, eliminate this x. See on the right side, two things are there. Just write it over here in determinant form. Minus 6 minus 8, 2 minus 4. Next, below y, how to write? Eliminate this part. See on the right side, 2 minus 4 and minus 7 minus 6. Next, below z, what will happen? Eliminate this z. So what is left out? See on the right side. So I have to come back to x value. So it is minus 7 minus 6 and minus 6 minus 8. Okay. Now you can observe that these two things are same, these two things are same, and these two are same, right? Now we'll form the equation. Find the determinant. So minus 6 into minus 4 is what? So 24 plus 24. So it will be 24 plus 16 equal to y divided by, it will be minus 12, then minus 28 equal to z divided by 56 minus 36. So x divided by 40 equal to y divided by minus 40 equal to z divided by 20. Cancel it out. 21s are, 22s are, 2s are. So x divided by 2, y divided by minus 2, and z equal to z divided by 1. Whatever is below that, just write it in determinant. So x, y, z, the vector, eigenvector will be equal to whatever is below x, y, z, just write it over here. 2 minus 2 and 1, okay, equal to, this is corresponding to what? Lambda value 50. So this will be the final answer.